Hello, once again, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Today's lesson, I think, to some of you who were not attending for the previous lessons, last week we ended on tools and we tried to go through, talk about different types of tools, and I think we shared with you different types of tools and where these tools are normally used. But for today, I'm not going to waste much of the time. Today's lesson is going to be on categories or maybe classes of tools. So you need to follow me closely because I'm not going to be showing much or many of the tools. What you need just to do is to be attentive and also follow what is required to be followed. So if I say classes of tools, I'm talking about groups. These plumbing tools are in groups. Plumbing tools are in groups. Remember last time I said as a plumber, you just have to know different types of tools that you should use in your working places. And one thing that you need to know is about choosing or selecting a right tool. I said you need to select tools. By selecting tools, there's a reason why you want you to select tools. Number one is to talk about you want to have the quality tool, and you need to know the cost of that tool. You need also to know the trademark or the make or the manufacturer of that particular tool. Then you need to know also the use of that particular tool. So this is the reason why it is important. And then I use the philosophy statement that says there is no right tool for a right job at the right time. And again, the same philosophy saying use a right tool for a right job at the right time. It means that the lifespan of a tool, of any tool, is actually in the hand of the user. So for that tool to operate or maybe to perform that particular job is because of the user, the one using that particular tool. This is the reason why today I just want to talk about the classes of tools or groups of tools. As you can see on the screen, we have different types of tools here. And some of these tools cannot perform a work which is not in that line of intended purpose. Okay, so class number one or group number one, we have measuring tools. Okay, when we check on this platform or maybe on this screen, you see one of the measuring tool, which is the tape measure, and we have also the spirit level, which is also one of the measuring tool. So as a plumber, you just have to know that in the measuring category, there are so many measuring tools that actually be found there. And one of them is a measuring tape or tape measure. Among the tape measure, ladies and gentlemen, we have also the current and the modern measuring tool, which is called laser measuring tool. Laser measuring tool. The laser measuring tool looks like exactly like this measuring tape that we are able to see here. But the difference is that it has got ultra-red light which actually point or show or maybe indicate the line that should be marked or maybe should be measured. Okay, under measuring tools again, we have other tools like measuring rules or ruler. We have compass. We have scribers. We have spirit levels as usual. We have plumb bulbs. Some of this I think I'll show you in the next episode. So you need to categorize or to list down tools that are found under measuring tools. Apart from the measuring tools, we have cutting tools. So on this screen, I think you are able to point out which one is the measuring tool. The cutting tool. Let me show you one of the cutting tool here. One of the cutting tool is the hacksaw. Hacksaw actually is our daily friend tool, which normally used to cut galvanized steel pipes or steel materials. Apart from this, here we have another cutting tool, which is the chisel, called chisel. This called chisel, they are in types. Some chisels are diamond. Some chisels are cold chisels like this one. Actually, the cold chisel is multi-purpose. Okay, there are some chisels that can be used in carpentry, wooden chisel, and some chisels that should be used in concrete, like this one that we are able to see on the screen. Is another chisel that should be used in steel. Okay, that one is called blacksmith chisel. That chisel is specifically used to cut flat sheets. I can show you another cutting tool here. This one, utility knife. Utility knife is a cutting tool. This utility knife is used to cut or to trim. I think last time I said they are used to trim or to bevel, especially plastic pipe, maybe after cutting using this hacksaw. Now, let me emphasize on the hacksaw. When you are using the hacksaw, there are do's and don'ts that should be followed when using this hacksaw. Number one thing is to identify or first to check the blade. Where is the blade? The blade for the hacksaw is this one. The blade for the hacksaw, let me show you. The blade is this one. This is the blade. So this blade is used to cut metals and also some plastics. But for the hacksaw blade, is not for wood, not for plastic. Sometimes we make mistakes. Instead of using the right tool to cut plastic pipe, we use hacksaw. Now let me also talk about the same blade. The same blade we are saying it comes with what we call the teeth. The teeth is used to cut, and between the two teeth there's that gap which we call pitch. Okay, we call it a pitch. Okay, a pitch is a gap between two teeth of the axle. It's like the pitch of your teeth that you have. We're talking about the space, the gap between two teeth. Okay, then the other thing that you need to know about this this axle blade is the arrow. Okay, all the axle blade should have the arrow. This arrow is actually showing the direction. Okay, the direction when cutting. So as you can see, I think you are able to see the small arrow, the small arrows of this axle. Okay, the small arrows in this position, I think. So this is actually showing the direction of cutting. Therefore, when fixing this axle blade to the flame, which is this flame, you must first check the arrow. Okay, meaning that the teeth of the axle blade must point away from the handle. Must point away from the handle. Where's the handle? The handle of the axle is this. So the handle of the axle is this one. So this is the handle of the axle. So what I'm saying is that the blade or the teeth of the axle should point away. Okay, should point away the handle, meaning that it will help you to have accurate cutting. Because if the blades maybe the teeth are pointing backward, it means that it will not be cutting accurately, because the teeth of the blade must be slant, or slant, showing the direction of the cutting. That is the essence of this. Again, the blade must be flexible. The blade must be flexible. When buying a blade, you need to check if the blade is flexed, because if the blade is not flexed, it become very brittle. Meaning that it could be easy to break. Okay, you can even try to bend it. When you're trying to bend it, you may find that it may even break in pieces. So therefore, we normally encourage plumbers to check if the blade can go up to this angle. Okay, if the blade can go up to this angle, it means that that is a flex. That is the indication of being flex. But if the blade failing to go to this certain angle, it means that axle blade is hard and brittle. Those are some of the blades that we normally try to fix to the axle frame, and it actually break in pieces. Okay, the other thing that you need to know on the axle blade, is the adjustable node. Okay, sometimes we call it a wing nut. Okay, these wing nuts are used. This wing nut is actually used to adjust, even to tightening the blade. Okay, to tightening the blade. Actually, what you should put in mind is that the axle blades are designed in different types. Okay, like this one, you can see the adjustable node is just behind just at the handle there. That's where the adjustable nut is, or the wing nut. Okay, we call it wing nut. Okay, so the other thing that you need to know is that the axle must have a pin. The axle must have a pin. So the pin is a point where the blade will be fixed. That's a pin where the blade will be fixed. Then it is supposed to be two. Let me show you the other part, the other side of the pin. Okay, when you go this side, you are able to see another pin. Okay, you are able to see another pin. So this is another pin for the axle. Okay. The other thing that you need to know about the axle, ladies and gentlemen, is the issue of the length of the blade. Okay, the length of the blade. The blade here, it has got, there are different types, sizes. Some are 300 millimeter, okay, 300 millimeter, and some are 250 millimeter. 250 millimeter. What does it mean? If you convert this 300, we are talking about 30 centimeters and 25 centimeters. We are looking at the length of the blade. The length of the blade. This is the reason why it is important. And some, they come with the specification. The specification about the teeth. For example, look at this stainless Stanley flex blade. There is written 24T times 12. 24T times 12. Now these are the sizes of the teeth. So the teeth also come in sizes. Okay, the teeth are also specified in sizes. So this is a 24 teeth. So meaning that when you count 24, that is the position or the cutting position that should be used for you to cut that part. And we can have 12 strokes. That is 24 teeth by 12. So we're talking about 12 strokes. What I mean 12 strokes is to push forward, backward, forward, backward, forward, backward. When you place or maybe you push 12 times, automatically this axle blade will be able to cut. Okay, you'll be able to have accurate cutting on that particular time. That's what it means. Okay, so if you see the blade is written 300 millimeter, we are talking about the length of the blade. Or 250 millimeter, we are talking about it, also the length of that blade. Meaning that the blade should be adjustable, because of the size of, I think you have seen the size, the blade, the axle frame. So you can still adjust your your flame. You can adjust your flame. So gentlemen, so these are some of the things I was trying to emphasize, especially on the axle. So don't make a mistake when you are using the axle. Okay, I'm still on the cutting tools. I'm still talking about cutting tools. Among these, which one is a cutting tool? The file. A set of file. Okay, so set of files is these are also cutting tools. So this set of files are cutting tools. Why calling files as cutting tools? Because these normally remove the top surface, the surface of that metal that you are trying to make it smooth. So those particles that you are removing, It's like you are cutting. So files are in that category of cutting tools. Okay, apart from cutting tools, we have apart from the file, I talked about the chisel. I'm talking now about the file. We have a pipe cutter. Okay, I have got pipe cutter here. Yes. So pipe cutter. Now we have different types of pipe cutters here. So this one is a knife pipe cutter. Knife pipe cutter. This one specifically used to cut plastic pipes. This one specifically used to cut plastic pipes. Apart from this cutter, I can show you also the tube cutter. This tube cutter is used to cut Cu, which is copper. Okay, so I'll talk about Cu later because I have to know the initials and some abbreviations in plumbing. This one is also a cutter. This can be also used to cut the copper pipe. But if you see big one like this, big one with wheels, wheel cutter, that one are specifically used to cut GI pipe or galvanized iron pipes. So these are some of the cutting tools that we need to use. Okay. Apart from the cutting tool like pipe cutters, we have other pipe cutters. Okay, we have other cutters. I think on this one we have only the drill bits. There is sprocket saw. So this is sprocket saw is also the cutting tool. This one is used to cut plastic pipes as well, because it acts to work like the way the drilling machine works. But when it is on, it actually go in front direction and also back direction, so you can still remove or change the blade. Okay, you can still change the blade if you want. You can put the blade according to the size of the material you want to cut. This one is used to cut plastic pipes and so on and so forth. But don't use GI pipe when cutting using this kind of tool. Okay, I know there are so many cutting tools that you need to know. We can use a baby grinder. Some of you call them baby grinder or angle grinders. These are main cutting tools. Now, apart from these cutting tools, we have I have talked about measuring tool. I've come to cutting tool. Now, let me come to marking tools. Or before I come to marking tools, we talk about repairing, assembling tools, or assembling tools and repairing tools. Okay, I know these tools that you are able to see here. We have assembling tools. One of them is this tool, which I'm going to show you. These wrenches. These two wrenches, even this wrench, all these are assembling tools. All these are assembling tools. So you can see I have marked the strainer wrench, the seat wrench, the screwdriver, the pat knife, also the channel type pliers, the needle. Sometimes we call it needle nose or long nose, and also the basin wrench. So these tools are under assembly, repairing, and maintenance tools. Okay. Apart from that, we have another tools which is also under assembly. Which one here? We have this spud wrench. Okay, we have the spud wrench. We have the spud wrench. This one is a spud wrench. It's like an open-ended spanner. This wrench is used to actually designed to remove or tightening large nuts that are 2-inch to 4-inch in diameter. Okay, so this is a wrench as well. We have also pipe wrenches or bob chain. Pipe wrench is a special tool we normally use to tightening and also loosening, also holding. So a pipe wrench can be used as a mouth purpose, as a clamp to hold a pipe. And when we look at the pipe wrench, it has got the jaw, okay? It has got the jaw, menu. And these jaws are horizontal, not vertical. They are horizontal to hold the pipe, Okay, so that's a pipe wrench. Among the assembling tools, I think I've talked about screwdrivers. I've talked about many. Even the spirit level is part of the assembling tools, because if you are installing the toilet, the basin, the bathtub, even the shower tray, or whatever washing machine, these things need to be straight, so you have to protect your work using this spirit level. Yeah, use the spirit level, because the spirit level, it will give you the accuracy line or level of your appliance, if that appliance is fixed well. Okay, so apart from that, we have many tools that should be used. I think among these tools which I'm showing you here, I have drill machine. I have also plunger. Okay, if you don't know the plunger, the force cup, sometimes that's a language. Okay, so we have different languages. This is a cup, the force cup or plunger. Okay, plunger. So this plunger also used to unblock the system, sewer system. Okay, even the toilet on the water seal there, you can use this plunger. So you see, it is in maintenance group. Then apart from that, we have the map torch, okay, or the blow lamp. So this one is actually specifically used when joining or soldering the copper pipe. So this is the tool which we call it map torch or blow lamp, whatever method you can use. Then apart from that, I think you have seen assorted tools here. This equipment is for drainage. Then this equipment is used to cut miter angles for maintenance. Yes, and also for new assembly. We have also this tool which is called snap cutter. This snap cutter is used to cut cast iron pipes. Okay, cast iron pipes. Then we have also angle or right angle drill. This right angle drill, can be used in difficult positions. Okay, top, down, side by side. You can use this kind of a drill bit or drilling machine. So we need also to have this daily appliance, which is a trolley that should be used to carry this heavy equipment. Okay, so trolley should be used to carry this heavy equipment, like the one for the drain. Okay, so those are the things that I wanted you to know. Unless people, you have questions, you can ask questions. Remember, we have talked about measuring tool, talked about cutting tools, talk about assembling and maintenance tools. We tomorrow we shall continue talking about other tools. Okay, we'll be talking about other tools. Okay, the other tool that we are going to talk about is tools like let me say, we'll be talking about tools like marking tools. So I can give you an assignment. I need you people to just to type in the group, type in the same on the same platform to say, okay, marking tools, these are the following. So just have to list down marking tools. Anyone can list down the marking tools. I just want to see if you are following this conversation. So marking tools, have to list down tools that are found under marking tools. And as you can see on this one, I've already talked about these tools. We have the basin wrench, we have the adjustable wrench, we have the pipe wrench, we have the tongue, we have the axle, which I've already explained. We have metal files. This is a threaded seal, which is a consumable material. Hand auger. I think I've explained about the hand auger. This should be used to remove some particles and also unscrew or cleaning the inside diameter, maybe for example female adapter, whatever, or maybe something juu mkati akontoka mkati. So if you want to remove, you can use the auger. Then you use tube cutter. I think you know the categories of each tool. Okay, of each tool. Okay, so for example, the basin wrench is the assembly. It is in the group of assembling, maintenance, repairing. The adjustable wrench, the pipe wrench, all these except this. This one, axle, is for cutting. This one, file, is for cutting. This one is for maintenance, but it is a consumable material. You can't replace it. This one for maintenance, okay, then for cutting. The last one, toilet plunger, is also for maintenance. So we will also talk about many things that I'll be showing you. So as you can see, these are the things that you need to be going through. Okay, be going through. So one by one, we shall talk about this. Okay, for example, we look at how to install the wall mounted sink, how to set up a plumbing for a kitchen island sink, how to repair a utility sink, how to add second bathroom sink. Such things we are going to discuss about them. Okay. Also talk about plumbing repair. So as you can see, you have seen how to solder copper pipe. I think some of these you'll be able to see through the videos or maybe demonstrations. As you can see, how to repair tankless water heater. These are the set of tools, as you can see. So a plumber need to have different types of tools. How to caulk a shower stall. So caulking the shower store, I think I'll explain about caulking, how to locate your sewer clean out. So the sewer clean out as well, I'm going to explain. So don't worry, this will come later, so step by step. So the lessons are there, so it's just up to anyone, all the plumbers, to understand, because I have a lot of things that I need you to know how to replace a toilet flange. So these are toilets that have down inlets, how to replace a toilet fill valve or angle valve. So these things, gentlemen and ladies, we are going to learn about it. So you are blessed, and you, step by step, I'll be able to explain, and you're going to have these pictures and notes as well. So for today, this is the end. Okay, so as you can see, I was talking about these things.
Pick the one, number 10.
Just coming like popping up, my data is on, so when I'm teaching, some of these adverts just come like this. Okay, this is a basin wrench, this is a adjustable wrench. Okay, so now if you want to read, you can go through, which I've already explained. Used to tighten and loosen nuts on sink faucets. So I don't know where I can press now. Okay, sorry. Okay, so sorry for this. Okay, so it can go into deep, narrow space behind sink in order to reach the faucet door, ports. So when I talk about the faucet, gentlemen and ladies, I'm talking about the mixer or the tap. So this is a term. Faucet means taps, okay, taps or valves, especially mixer taps. These are American term, so don't be confused when we say faucet. We're talking about taps. Okay, all right, and this should be used especially under the sink or the basin. So this part you see is the gripper that actually grip the nut, the back nut, and also the hand this side, which we can be using. In fact, it's supposed to be upright, so this side should be upright and this side should be bottom. That's the way it's supposed to be. Okay, so thank you very much for today's lesson. We shall continue tomorrow, and remember, we were talking about classes of tools. So classes of tools, the tools that we just talked about is measuring tools, cutting tools, assembling tools, or repairing and maintenance tools. So then we'll talk about the tools for marking tools. That will be another class. So for today, this is the end of our lesson. We shall continue once again tomorrow. When we'll be discussing about this more. I think if possible, tomorrow I have to finish the tools. Tomorrow I have to finish the tools. Okay, so these notes I'll share with you. I'll share with you one by one, basin range 1, adjustable range 1, so that you will see, you understand, that you are able to understand what each tool actually used for. So thank you very much, and you enjoy your lessons. For today, this is the end. I am your daily lecturer, your coach. Moses Chongo is my name. Thank you very much.